Hello, how is it going, you damn jerks? Life is yours, good to see you. Thank you for coming in with all those box. Bramby, how's it going? Slothinator, hello. Haystein, how have you been? I've been good. I've been a little overwhelmed, but I've been good. Super Spasmic, how's it going? I'm testing a bug that could end up being abusable, so you'll have to give me a little bit. Well, I hope you don't find it, whatever it is. I've been a little overwhelmed. I'm starting to really freak out. Shotgun Farmers is supposed to come out in February. It's not done. It seems like there's so much to do, and I have to really pick the things that I can and can't do. Mountainside? No, not Mountainside. I need to work on the new trailer, and I've been trying to put little parts together here and there, and there's just so much. So many things. But on the bright side, there was some really cool stuff recently. Vanos Gaming, one of the biggest YouTubers in the world, made a video about Shotgun Farmers playing Hide and Freeze, along with Terrorizer, Daithi Denogla, and Moose Knuckle, who are also really big YouTubers, all with over 1 million subscribers. Vanos has, I think, like 20 million. So he made a pretty hilarious video. Yeah, 24 million, this guy. 24 million! They totally break Hide and Freeze. It's pretty amazing. They do something I did not anticipate, which is they use the snowballs. Basically, at one point in the match, the snowmen become the hunters, and they use their snowballs to trap the hunters. Basically, they just keep stunning them over and over and over so the hunters can't move, which I didn't really account for. I basically forgot to add invulnerability to the hunter after they get frozen. It's like such a principle or such an elementary game design decision that I totally forgot about.
Got him! Run!
So I knew this game mode would appeal to them because they love playing prop hunt. So I was really excited to see them play Hide and Freeze. You do that as well, live? Damn it. Wish I knew before I launched it I would have tried to work against it.
Oh, look! Oh, it's a little gnome. Gnome! You pinky gnome! I heard something in the cow farm. Why is that cow purple? Oh my god, it is purple, yeah. It's a purple cow. Oh, really? Oh, man.
I think it's the first time they've played it with the Molotov.
Run the fuck away! Canadians, we must go! Yes, that's it. Now let's get the other snow.
So the 3 of these YouTubers are the YouTubers who have costumes in the game, so they got to play as themselves, which is really cool. What's up, Kirai? What's up, Draco? And that's it. When do you think you'll start working on a new game? I've already been working on it. Not actually working on it code-wise. I did make a super secret mega prototype that I can't share yet, and I've been writing down ideas and stuff here and there. But I hope to be actually working on it live. So I'm gonna start it over from scratch once it's time to work on it. I'm just kind of prototyping different mechanics and stuff here and there. So I'll be working on it from scratch live, hopefully in March. February is going to be the release of Shotgun Farmers. March will probably be a lot of updating the game, fixing bugs, and working on things. But that's also when I hope to start opening a new project. So hopefully in March we got to hit that file new project button in Unity. What's up, Gers? Will you introduce a game mode like this, like a real prop hunt? This is a very fun game mode. So I have been throwing around the idea of a limited time game mode, maybe for the summer, called Crop Hunt, where you can actually turn into the vegetables. So imagine, like Prop Hunt, you can run around and actually choose what you want to be. I know Hide and Freeze, you're very much stuck as a snowman, but since we have the system now to become a prop, I actually created a prop controller. Like the players actually use up, you know, they create props within themselves. I was thinking we could one day make a game mode where you can just turn into guns, not guns, but you could turn into vegetables and other props in the level. But I don't know. I'm not sure 100% yet. It's going to take a little bit extra work to actually make that stuff work on the network. But I thought it'd be something fun to maybe do as a summer update. Turns in 1.5 million views for a prop on mode. Looks like you have to. I know that it's crazy. That video already had. It's only been up for what? I think a day and a half or something. I think it came out yesterday or the day before, January 14th. Today's the 16th. Yes, 2 days ago. It's got 1.42 million views. That's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. What's up, Gusta? You could have the characters freeze at first, but once frozen, the ice melts slowly from the top down. When it melts to the arms, you let the player be able to shoot in the general direction. Oh, that'd be super cool life. Yeah, that'd be super cool. Someone have a chance to get away, but also the hunter has a chance to fight back. Yeah, nah, I like that a lot. You mean you can be the ammo? No, you'd be fake ammo. So if someone like tries to harvest you, maybe, then it would reveal you. Like maybe you would turn into yourself. I'm not sure. That's a really good question. Have you ever talked with Vanos? Yeah, we've talked on Twitter. So I did let them know. So I reached out to these YouTubers a little while back, sometime last year, I want to say, early 2018, to ask them if they wanted to be in the game. And most of them said yes. Some of them I didn't hear back from. For the majority of the YouTubers who I asked said yes on Twitter. And so yeah, we talked on Twitter a bunch. I let them know when their costumes came out. They were super cool, super friendly, and really supportive of the game, which is awesome. What's up, Shub? How's it going? So let's show you what I did on Oceanside. So last stream, we did a new version 2 gray box of Oceanside. Well, iteration is key, and that's how game design works. This is version 3. This is the actual final version. I'm actually finally happy with it. So I took the sketch that we made last week, which I think is still in here. Or not last week, sorry. The sketch we made on Monday. Here's the original sketch of version 2, right, where I decided to make this the eyeball a cave, and had all this stuff and then the resort and how that was laid out. And as I kept gray boxing it and working on it after a stream on Monday, final version, can we play the gray box version on the beta branch? Not yet. Not yet, because some things, which we're going to work on today, is some things aren't working. So the AI isn't working properly, so I can't get some things working into new maps. So I got to figure out what's going on. I haven't made a new map in over a year and a half, so I'm not sure what's missing. So something's missing that's actually making this map unplayable currently. So once that's out, I do want to host a public playtest of the map. I'm hoping by next Monday stream, so I can get everyone's feedback on it and adjust stuff. I want to also start replacing some of the gray boxes, so I'm still missing areas in the map that I need to fill in for testing. So I want to kind of try to fill those in today with some proper meshes. Triggering a fake ammo and surprise the hunters. Yeah, exactly. That would be awesome. How have you been in general? Been a while, he said. I've been okay. Mostly recovering. I got really sick last week. For anyone who doesn't know, but I've been mostly recovering from that, and really just been overwhelmed with working on Shotgun Farmers. And just I want to do everything right this time, versus all the things I felt like I did wrong in the early access version. And I can't remember what some of those things are. I know one of the things is emailing more YouTubers, emailing more press people, but there has to be more than that. I have to figure out what things I need to do to make the launch successful. I don't know what that is yet. So if you have suggestions in chat, please feel free to shout them out as always. This is the biggest map. It actually isn't. So it looks really big. So here's one of the big changes I made in the new iteration. This is all closed off. So you won't actually be able to go out of onto the beak and the gobble, or the whatever this is called, or the crown. So this is all actually fake area. It's just gonna be like decorated with stuff. The level is actually just this perimeter right here, and then the inside of what's now a volcano, which was an idea someone mentioned on stream. Instead of just having a cave, this cave is actually a volcano, which is gonna be a really cool way to have like this monument that kind of helps you orient yourself on the map. Make some special stuff for release that attracts people. Yeah, for sure. I'm hoping the new map will be something that will bring a lot of players back, because there hasn't been a new map in a while. So yeah, to kind of shrink out, so I felt like the map was kind of redundant. It was weird with these shapes of like things just kind of sticking out. Didn't make sense because you can just kind of get across them, and like why move through them and stuff. My music's kind of loud. Skillers got so much smaller. Yeah, the map is significantly smaller than it used to be, and I think it plays better that way. I'll jump into it. So one of the things I can't do yet is I can't even playtest with bots, and so that's one thing I want to try to fix today or figure out, because it's really hard to iterate on this map without playing against the AI, so I can see how things are working. But I try to add more verticality compared to the original design as well. So I'll close off. That sounds like a challenge, but that's one of the reasons why I can't publicly playtest this yet, because there's no actual boundary around the level. Yeah, once I fix the things that break it right now, live, I can open it to beta. Problem is, if I put this on beta branch right now, people are just going to jump outside of the boundaries and not actually play to the actual rules of the map. Those things need to be addressed. It also takes quite a bit of time, so I'm unable to upload to the beta while I'm streaming because it takes down the stream with the bandwidth that Steam's patcher uses. I remember the last time I tried to playtest the map, I think it was Mountainside. We playtested this together, and because the boundaries are broken, most of the time was just spent with people playing outside the boundaries because that's more fun. But it kind of breaks a playtest session. This is also a huge bug. Sometimes I spawn as a spectator. I don't know why. Make its own test build on itch. Itch had the same problem. Pretty much like patching the game and uploading it to any server. It just takes up too much bandwidth for streaming. If you remember when we used to upload to itch back in the old alpha days, I would usually pause stream and then upload it, which was pretty annoying to do. I got in touch with Vinny from Vinesauce. Cool guy, and he has a fairly big audience. Be aware he's very honest, so if he does like something, I will look up Vinesauce. Thanks, guys. What's up, Mr. Danky? How's it going? Why do I sometimes spawn as a spectator? Really scary bug. Oh, it's Vinesauce. Got it. Hopefully not something that's going to start happening in the actual game. You randomly become a spectator. As you got more streamers playing, the flow of new people would be greater, as people are generally more community oriented when live streaming over uploaded videos on YouTube. Ah, I see what you mean. Yeah, so for some reason the bots don't move, even though there's a navigation mesh on the map. That's one of the first things we're going to look into. I should actually start listing things we're going to look at. I already wrote that down. Why don't the bots move? Yeah, I'm gonna make some notes of some of the things you guys are mentioning. So reach out to more streamers rather than just YouTubers. So here, whoop, I almost fell off the beach. You will die if you fall in the water right now. I don't think I can get Lyric to play, since I assume you're gonna have to, like, for streamers that big, you usually have to pay them, like, sponsor them to play it. And I'll tell you now, Shotgun Farmers does not have any monies to sponsor a streamer or a YouTuber or any content creator. So yeah, so you start over here on the side of the map as the red team, or I guess the team 1 or whatever. And so there's two paths. There's a path through the volcano, which I don't know if volcanoes actually have caves, but our volcano will have a cave, so, you know, get over it. So the volcano basically goes in here. There's this big den, and then that takes you out to the resort. Oh, look, you can see through the... Yep. Why can't I see through this? Or is that just a reflection or a shadow? I don't understand. I've never been able to see through it before. You can vote for games every week and hopefully one day get through. Oh, that'd be awesome. Lava tunnels. Looks like the shaders are super messed up. Anyway, so this is the entrance to the resort. Here. That's the resort courtyard, and this is the entrance to the beach. I separated up the beaches by this arch. The resort has this pagoda thing, and then this is a little staircase that goes up to the side of the volcano and brings you up to this perch above the resort. So I tried to add some verticality around the resort area, and like all other maps, you will still be able to like scale rooftops. I think it's something I really like in Shotgun Farms. You can just climb onto anything you want, which creates like extra verticality. Needs a tiki bar. Yep, this is the tiki bar right here. The tiki bar is on the beach. So the other team spawns at the tiki bar. So that's like the landmark for this side of the beach. This is the surf thingy. This is where you like rent surfboards. There'll be like surfboards around the beach and like benches and umbrellas and stuff. This shader bug is really weird. Weapons coming after the melon MG and the coconut grenade. Just a yes. No confirmation is enough. Yes, there is actually another weapon in the game right now. That's not the watermelon or the coconut. What could it be? There's also verticality with climbing onto these rocks over here. Yes, these are rocks. You can get on top of the arch if you want. The boundary will be around here. Yeah, and as we play test it, if we start to see that it's too small, we can then start opening up other areas. So this is going to be a restaurant in here. And so we can start opening up areas like this area back here. So this is another reason why I can't put this on beta build, right? Because players just go back here and start having a good time. I don't think this is grass right now. But right now this is all blocked off. This was the back entrance of the volcano. So we could open up this part of the map if we see that we start needing more space for the game. It's much more open than other maps, mainly because there's not stuff in it right now. So like this will be more filled with larger props to make it more closed off. So a lot of the things you see in other maps, which like the things that break up the line of sights in walkways, like if I switch over to like countryside, which, you know, gonna take some time. Toss a Crash Bandicoot reference. Why is that there a volcano? A bot is moving, kind of. They're just kind of like shimmying along. We found sign warping is just that I need to test every sign to see which ones can warp. Sign warping? What does that mean? Oh, the Crash Bandicoot Tiki mask. Oh man, maybe something kind of similar to it, but I don't know. It's hard to skate on copyright infringement with that. Maybe just a sign that says Aku Aku or something. But yes, like a lot of these things you can see like the hay bales and the hay stacks and the tractors, like these smaller props, I usually lay in later once I have like the general shape of the level down. So these weren't actually built into the gray box. Stuff like that we'll be adding in. Yeah, Capture the Pig will be really interesting on this map. I haven't really tested it much. What's up, Mesa? How's it going? What's up, Praetorian? Okay, so we're gonna start by first setting this as terrain. I'll just set it as plantable. Let's try to figure out why the bots don't move. We'll see what their current targets are. When you're working for us to hit an all-time high, that's amazing. Southern Cross, thank you for the box. Could the pigs be boars on the island? That'd be a nice touch, yeah. I don't actually know if it's possible because I guess you could like toggle on the tusks maybe. Anyone encounter issues with physics 2D raycast not being consistent for a fixed time step larger than 0.2? What do you mean by not being consistent? You get stuck on the signs next to the weapons. Oh, interesting. Change texture out with a brown hide. Yeah, I meant more like we just like put tusks in it and then like turn those on and off. Model in with little tusks. Yeah, I guess change the color too, because I forgot boars aren't really pink, right? Unity, why you frozen? Okay, so we're gonna put one AI agent in. And see if we could track what's going on. Hi, vertex shading. I just for these gray box elements, yeah. I just threw a bunch of colors on there just to break it up, so it's not all white. Sometimes the box sliders are overlapping when the rigid body falls. The ocean view is amazing. That does look really cool. Huh. Gotta make sure there's a cool view like that from, like, you should be able to stand on the beach and take a nice picture of the ocean. You should be able to like go here and look out, and it should be like a nice view with like some rocks and like an island in the distance and a shark and a dragon and a pirate ship. Shotgun sailors. Alright, so here's our AI agent who's looking very confused. You can see it's trying to navigate. Definitely aiming at stuff. So it, you know, we need to see its navigation agent. The navigation agent isn't moving, which means it doesn't have a path or it doesn't have a target. It doesn't have a target. And I think it's because there's no cover points that exist. Hammerhead sharks, yes. When Shark Confirms coming out of early access, the current goal is February of 2019. 1 month. Current like rough launch date is February 21st. I'm not 100% committed to it, but that is the internal goal. February 21st, and so I'm trying to get all the content done by January 31st so that we can be so that we're not in development up till February 20th. Sea of Farmers. What was I doing? Oh yeah. So I'm thinking this has something to do with cover point manager being empty. We have to look into why that's not working. But here, say get safe cover. Evans 3 time in the AI. Returning null. Harpoon sailors? Oh my gosh. How cool would it be if every now and again you see like a whale or a dolphin jump off in the distance? Use sign orbit and get out of bounds? Nice. Can you make a video of it so I can see it? We need a backup if there's no cover points. Which really, that's what... The real core of the problem is that cover points don't exist, I think. But I thought I hard-coded some to test this theory. There's no cover point. Oh, so it doesn't actually get its own children. Here on generate. Make a new button. Well, I just don't know why the generation isn't working. Maybe we should focus on that. Oh, thanks, Super Spastic. Appreciate it. What we really need to figure out is why can't... So even if there are no cover points in the map, like if it was a dynamic map or something, the cover point generator still tries to generate cover points. In this map, it doesn't seem to work. That's important because that means it's not going to work in future situations. Let's see what's going on. Arbitrary height value. Some print statements. To see that it's actually running. What's up, King Boss? Dwarven Jester coming in with 28 months. Oh, well, thank you. I just recently washed my face. Thank you so much for 28 months support, dude. How are you doing? This is not working. So we're going to try to generate these points now, assuming Unity wants to reload. How many manager objects do I have? A bazillion? There's challenge manager, cover point manager, game manager. The game manager is actually built of several different managers. Impact manager, plant manager, and the game controller, of course. So the game manager has the game manager, the map manager, the game mode manager, the player level manager, the anti-hack manager, the chat manager, the debug manager, the DLC manager, the chroma manager. This is for Razer Chroma support. Plant loader, the player title manager, the event manager, the time manager, the sound effects library, the plant loader, and the weapon prefabs. And the game controller, which is technically also a manager, but I use the term controller because it's only match specific. It doesn't persist past matches. Is built of the game controller, the team controller, the terrain manager, the team manager, the sound library. What the hell is this? There's already a sound library in the game manager. This is a class that is contained of the door open sound and the door shut sound. I imagine it is used. All right. The AFK manager, that's just the photon view, the spawn manager, the screenshot manager, the danger manager, the menu post update manager. Don't know what that is. The map info manager, the menu post update manager again. And again? What the hell is this? What? Why are there 3 of these? The quality manager and the prop spawner. So I don't think we need the sound library anymore. We don't even have doors that open and shut. This is back when the front doors used to open. Erase this. Erase this. Old code. The mid-level manager that micromanages all the managers. They're not a pain to set up when making a new scene. No, because they're all contained inside of 2 objects. So, 3 objects. So the game manager is actually persistent through the game, so I only have them in the scene, so it's easier to debug. The game controller is created per scene. Again, I have them in the scene, so it's easier to debug. And the cover point manager, which I'm still looking for a better solution for, but that's also just 1 per scene. So pretty much as those 3 elements make up all the managers required for the game to run. The cover point manager really doesn't need to exist in the scene. It really should exist in the game controller or be spawned in as a prefab, but I've never refactored that. Its only job is to maintain a list of the points for AIs to navigate, and so it should just be like spawned in from resources or something. Right now it's just in every scene. Let's clear this and let's generate. So you can see it didn't even try to generate anything. This is failing somewhere else. That's really weird. The managers to boss, game boss, sound boss, that would actually be pretty fun. And then what would you call the boss manager? The boss boss? Dwarven Jester, thank you for the box. The boss for the bok. Please load. I can't wait. The most exciting about a new project is how fast the compile time is going to be. Just imagine. Blazing fast compile times. Unity 2018.2. Maybe even 0.3 because it's got the new prefab workflow. That compilation took 44 seconds because I added 1 debug log. That's because I'm streaming. Why is Microsoft Edge open? I don't know why I pressed play. I don't need to press play. The bossiest boss. This isn't doing a thing. I don't even know it's running. This is the generate button. Is it because of radius? Radius is 110. Why wouldn't this print? It's because I'm using runtime functions. What's up, Dennis? How's it going? What's up, Code? We are working on the new map. Trying to figure out why the AI doesn't work on it. Lots of good no sound. Trying to figure out what's going on. Try to figure that one out. Aha! What is this? This cannot be used during play mode. What? You can't be used during play. Oh, Mark's seen as dirty. Can Let's try to do it in another map. Here in Countryside. See all my cover points here on the floor. If I generate cover, it takes time, like the main thread freezes. Quite a bit. That's a big map, I guess. Really big map? Or crashed? Guess I'll just wait over here. Why everything's going fine, face. Ah, it's not going so good. Never taken this long before. Probably because I had all these print statements. So I guess we'll end that task. Implement XML barcode label using bartender. Implemented how? Gonna wait for Unity to open back up. This seems like the waiting for Unity day. This is just the waiting room. Came to the work on Unity games day. Picked the wrong day. When a file is uploaded to a certain map, the bartender integrator will use the data to determine how many labels it will design and to what printer has to print. What? Sounds like wizardry. See if it freezes on this map. I'm assuming I'm not working because of all my print statements. Far from game development. Not if you make it a game. It's not working on this scene either. Something has gone horribly wrong. Let's give it more time? Because like the application's not frozen. I think it's actually just running 15% of my CPU. Grrr. What's up, Arcane? How's it going? Let's restart Unity again. Well, Unity's opening up. I'm going to prepare my Maya scene. We'll use the roadside assets file. So last time we made like new assets, I think. No, we did graveside after roadside, right? Save this. And this oceanside. So we're not actually going to make assets, we're going to build. You can see the gray box assets here from roadside. Before roadside was what it is today, it was once had a bulldozer, a crane. These are the cars before Dennis replaced them with sexy cars. And there was this Scoopy Doopy thing. We're gonna keep some of this here for. There should be a dude in here. Yeah, there's a little shotgun farmer man in there for reference. Let's try to remove these extension methods. think that's what's causing the generator to crash. At least I hope. Yeah, Unity's definitely having a tantrum today, that's for sure, Slav. I just feel weird that after Game Dev job, I watch Game Dev channel afternoon. That's because Arcane, you are true freaking Game Dev, and I love it. That is awesome. So I have a list of things that I want to block out. I think I'm going to start with walls. Rocks also are a big part. Montauk, thank you for the follow. Rocks are a big part, and of course there's going to be lots of palm trees that are going to really make the level filled out and break up lots of lines of sight. I'll do a wall, a roof, a big rock, and a palm tree prototype. And from there we'll start doing some of the smaller structures. Mark says, oh, awesome, Montauk. Yeah, Mark told me that it's pretty insane that you randomly found by the Shotgun Farmer streams on YouTube, right? I hear you're making a first-person shooter as well. Small world. That's recompiled, so let's see if it at least gives us that first log. Huh. You're using Unreal? Oh, nice. What's the premise of your game, if you don't mind sharing it with us? Unless it's super top secret, which is cool too. Oh, while Unity continues to hate me, let's start blocking out some bloops. So, this is a palm tree. Did it. Look, the trunk should be pretty thick, so you can use it as a full cover. About the thickness of a human player. Unreal rapping on this Predator is just awesome. Watching it with popcorn in hand. I know it's really cool to watch the companies finally competing for the developers rather than the other way around. So I'm glad to see all of the crazy heat around Steam and Unity and Unreal and Epic. Hopefully we all come out winning because of it. It has definitely tempted me to look at Unreal as a future potential engine. Especially with some of the weird things Unity's been doing lately. And the idea here for phase 2, we were just creating some generalized shapes of the stuff that we're going to lay out in the level. Then we can later just replace those prefabs with these, and our level will get filled out. "36-player camping zombie-themed FPS with deathmatch and battle royales." Camping? You mean like actual like camping? Like you were camping, but then the zombie apocalypse happened, and now you have to like eat each other to survive? Music have anything to do with your secret project? No. The music is just, it's the SimCity soundtrack. I mean, kind of, in that it's the kind of music I'm going to want in my next project. So in that case, Bram, yes. Yes, it does. That's awesome, Montauk. I like the camping idea as a hook. I think that's a good idea. I've always wanted to make a, this is not working. Like a camping simulation game, but a camping survival game sounds really cool too. Again, we don't really care about poly count. We don't care about normals too much, and we don't care about pivots and all that stuff. We're just trying to make these things. That looks like a coconut tree, right? Playing a bit of SimCity 4 recently. Your city isn't that good. Oh, I love SimCity. And before you have an invisible plant? And I'm so bad with normals. If there's any Unity pros in this room, I have a super hyper problem for you. Or anybody who just knows anything about anything, I guess. I'm having this weird problem with the normals on the player's hands. This has actually been a problem for a really long time, and I don't know what the solution is. So if you look at the thumb, that message go away right behind that message. You look at the thumb of my farmer. You see that streak of shininess on his thumb? Is that clear? Right there at the bottom of the scene. That's not actually an edge. That's the middle of two faces. And if you look at the actual material, so I'm going to zoom in on the arms here. Here's the hands. You can see right here on the palms. It's like just these reflective beams, and there it is on the thumb right there. This reflective beam going right down the thumb, not actually on the edges, but on the faces. And this material has no smoothness, no metallic. The first thing people say, people have said online, is that there's your metallic or your smoothness is shaded. I'm just using a standard shader with no smoothness, no metallic, and this object is completely rounded out in normals. There's no, I don't even know what I would describe that as. There's no band normals on the hand, and I have no idea how to fix this, and it's driving me insane. It's driving me absolutely insane, and I hate it so much. I don't know if people have noticed it, but it's been there for a really long time, and it changes depending on different lights and stuff in the map. A little bit easier to see on the shovel sometimes because it's closer in your face. Oh, fell in a hole and died. This is why I can't put this on the beta branch, because people will just do this and then they'll say it's a bug, but I know that's not a bug. It's not dealt with yet. Why can I see through the ground? Something to do with the mega setting, it seems. What's up, Red Squirrels? How's it going? Hello. Okay, so you, good friend, the palm, you're probably kind of short. This is palm tree 00. The fire dragon. I'm actually working on two problems at the same time. Trying to debug the cover point manager while also working on assets, because that takes some time to recompile. My game takes about 30 seconds to compile, so while it's compiling, I'm just working on other stuff. We got a palm tree. We're going to work on a big rock, Blocks have always been kind of my weakness. Oh, my soft select's being weird. This A is beach, rock, 0, 0. Beach, rock, 0, 1. Okay, so we're at least getting here. Then it's never actually generating here. So I'm guessing it's something to do with flow I equals transformation.y, I is less than 40. So it looks like it's if this object is too high in the sky. That is dumb. It's actually the height of this that makes it, that causes the problem, that I have no idea. So we should say if transform.position.y is greater than, this needs a max height, public float max height. Then we're going to do debug.log error. Cover point manager origin is higher than max height. Passing the game objects, we can just jump to it. I can finally remove. That would explain why the cover points weren't generating. Now in the future when that happens, hopefully we'll know. What's up, Bismarov? We're going on a trip to the tropics to farm coconuts and bananas. Definitely the coconuts, the bananarang, which we did actually prototype, I would say in December or something, never actually got completed. But the coconut grenades did. The bananarang had too many technical issues, so I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but maybe in the next summer update. How's it going, dude? While that's recompiling, we'll make the next thing, which is a wall. I actually need to see how tall these walls are. Boop, shabity bop, shabity biddy 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 bop. So the walls, this is for the entrance, not technically a hut. That one, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 is a safer bet. I believe that's the average height for a thingy. Way to see the grid. Oh yeah, do I go to the side view? or not. Guess let's just trust in our instincts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems about wallish. Vertex colored map, new feature. That's a nice little built-in feature into Pro Builder. Say the walls are... These are wooden, like, bamboo-y walls. And 3, 6, 9. This is actually stretched out, so I kind of screwed that one up. Here, 2, 3, 4, 8. Maybe 6 for a wall. It's gonna be repeating walls. Look at some of these pictures again. I threw some of our reference images together. There's the huts. These are the unclosed ones. I don't have too many hut. Oh, here's one. Like some weird, ugly painting that some architecture guy did. Fancy a beer at that bar. Look at that paradise. I know, we gotta recreate the feeling of that paradise in the Shotgun Farmer's world. We're doing the Netherlands. What? Netherlands is a beautiful place. Are you kidding me? People from around the world kill to visit the Netherlands. Ooh, beach balls, girls. That's a good. Let me write that down. That's a good prop idea. Beach balls. Sand castles. And sand tools. What's it doing? PowerPoint. This is generating now. Taking some time. At least it's actually running. See if it does it. Okay, so it ran, but it didn't generate anything this time. Quite sure what the deal is with that. Let's determine cover. So it traverses a grid within this yellow box. This yellow box is the area within which it'll generate. So it traverses on a grid, as you can see, like these black lines here, but it does it based on what size you provide. So there's like a 1 by 1, so it's actually a lot smaller than these boxes. And so within each cell, it'll raycast in each direction and see is there a wall where you can take cover behind, and if there is, and there's a place and you can actually navigate to that place and it's on the navigation mesh, then it'll generate a point there. So it's like, I would say like 70–80% accurate for the most part. But even when it's inaccurate, it's still a place for the bots to run to regardless. So I can show you some of the ones on countryside. Like here are cover points. You can see one is here because you can take cover behind this shed wall. One is here because it probably calculates its door as one. There's one here behind these crates. One around each side of the hay bales, each side of these bigger bales, alongside the sides of this shed. Back here near the tires. Now see, I'm not sure why this one would have gotten generated. It may have detected the terrain as cover. Not entirely sure. See in here, along the sides of the walls, sides of the barn, etc. So it's not perfect by any means, but it's enough to just get a nice distribution. So you can see here, it probably thinks that this thing is a piece of cover, which is weird. It probably should have recasted higher. But it gives enough points for the bots to seek out places to go. And I do that so that I don't have to actually do those at runtime. So the bots can very easily run that same calculation constantly. But since there's sometimes up to 9 bots in a match, I don't want every bot trying to constantly find an interesting place to go. So I just generate them at the beginning of a match or in the editor so that we don't have to worry about the bots constantly regenerating. Because I mean, the level doesn't move. If you ever have moving platforms or something, we can take those into account. But right now, the level geometry always stays the same, so there's no point in constantly looking for interesting cover. I don't know why it won't generate. Assuming it's failing all of these checks. Oh, it's because this thing is too low, I think. I think the cover point manager also actually has to be on the nav mesh. A lot of like unspoken rules here. I should try writing down if I can figure this out. I used to maintain a wiki, but probably like a year and a half old at this point. There we go. Okay. Now it finally generated, but mostly on this side of the island. Because this side is dipped down, and so I think it didn't detect them at its height points. If I increase our floor height here, maybe to 0.5, might catch those. Let me note these things down in the script and generate. The cover point manager game object needs to be placed somewhere on the actual nav mesh to be considered having valid paths. Wow, really recompiles just for a comment? That's awful. Okay, so we got our wall. A little worried he's going to be too tall. Any better? We're going to make fix our pivot here. Gonna be a wall with a doorway, I want to say. Keep all our doorways 2 units wide. These are actually Greybox components that we should. What's cool about making these now is I can have them for designing and playtesting future maps. Have I tried Blender? I've tried it a little bit here and there. I still need to spend a lot more time with it so I can get good at it. I still struggle with it a lot because it's so different from Maya, which is what I primarily use. But it's a great tool. It's amazing and it's free. But yeah, it's not very intuitive. It just takes a long time to pick up. Once you pick it up, I think it's very powerful. I mean, it can do more things than most 3D softwares can. They've added sculpting to it, 2D animation tools to it, and filmmaking tools to it. There's technically a game engine in it, but I wouldn't use it. Yes, they've added so much stuff to it. Definitely replace a lot of programs in your like 3D workflow. Problem is, you just need to learn it. I consider doing any high poly work. Me? Or oh, you mean code? Like me? Me? I'm starting to think a lot about how much, like, I don't think for my next game I want to go as low poly as I am with this game, but I'm not really sure. I do really enjoy how easy and simple it is to work in a stylized world, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of times brands and companies don't take the game as seriously because it doesn't look as up to date as some other games do. Now, I don't think I'm ever going to make a realistic photoreal game. I think I got to start picking up some more modern game design or game art techniques. What's up, Mr. Waffle? What's up, Taryn? My editor is frozen. It's frozen. That's why I have Maya open. This arch is, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 to the bottom of the arch, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 to the top of the arch. And it's like a bazillion units wide. 1, 2, 3. I'm good, thanks, Mr. Waffle. What's up, Sanchai? How's it going? Girl, proof of concept menus for a project you're writing blueprint for? Ooh, Unreal Blueprint? There's more and more Unreal devs by the second. They're taking over. I really wanted to do, before I decided on Shotgun Farms to come out in February, I actually really wanted to do a global game jam, which is coming up in like, I want to say a week or two. I wanted to try Unreal for that, and just to say I did it. I think it's important to not completely not know anything about a product that's super important to the industry. I wanted to give it a try, but alas, I will be making this damn game instead of Global Game Jam. Aussie Jam confirmed! Yeah, hopefully once Shotgun Farmers is done, for sure. Just got the pickups working on the 1970 Telecaster, and damn, it sounds vintage. Looked ugly as a shoe? What's a Telecaster? Don't know what a Fender Telecaster electric guitar is? I guess it's an electric guitar. Where would the pivot for this go? Oh, my soft select's being really strange. You like C++? I'm so scared of C++. I haven't done it since college. Working games professionally, I'm a project leader with retail. Pretty damn fancy. You see blueprints because I'm Unreal. First document to explain. Oh, okay. You didn't mean Unreal. You meant actual blueprint. Gotcha. Sorry. Game dev assumptions. Alright, so at least it's generating more points than, I mean, the beach is screwed, but the islands is going to be like an actual terrain, so I think it'll be better then. So let's see if the bots move now. If the bots move, we can start figuring out the actual level. We could build a boundary. Let's add that. Build boundary mesh. There we go. Look at them go. Go, bots. Go to your ocean dreams. I can make these chicken totems next. Alright, actually not enough spawn points. I'm pretty sure there's only one spawn point. I'm pretty sure all the bots are going to spawn right there. Still can't properly playtest until we have those as well. Our team spawns are down, but once your team spawn is used, you actually spawn on these free-for-all spawns. I wonder if the map is going to be too small. One of the spawn points like in the beach, under the water. Now I'll have to later on use small props to cover the spawn points as well, so you're not completely exposed. Guy by the water is dead meat. Yeah, so by the beach, I hope to put like surfboards and umbrellas and chairs and stuff like that for cover. I didn't want to build those out with the Pro Builder. Oh, I'm not spawn here. A lifeguard post? Yes, actually, that's what. I'm glad you brought that up. I keep worrying I'm going to forget about it. I'm going to write it down right now, but I actually have a picture of one from a water park that I liked. This. Yeah, it's this right here. This is some water park in Universal Studios that have these really cool lifeguard towers. I think will fit well in the beach level. That'd be a great place to stick on the beach so you can have some verticality there. Sometimes the player's feet slide when they get hit, pretty sure. Not every time. One of my biggest concerns are these big rocks that really, I guess it's good for gameplay because you don't know what's going on the other side. It could be a whole team, or it could be no one. There's no other gun spawns right now on the level either. And it looks like the ground isn't growing crops, so that's obviously doesn't make gameplay possible. Pretty sure the beach should grow crops. Nope. Okay, so the ground isn't actually growing plants. Be tagged as plantable. Yeah, the map might be smaller than I expected. Right now the bots are being funneled through this one walkway, and I think that's an important thing to notice. Is that their best option, their best route from the beach to us is always through this bottleneck. I want to make sure there's enough of a reason for them to go around as well. Right now this path is just too easy. A reply back from Photon. It's definitely a no-go via Photon. You mean sending the long strings? Let's try a more objective-based game mode. For kilobytes is a limit for it, and they said even that is pushing it, even splitting it doesn't work. Okay, okay. Alright. So I'll have to find out. I'm curious what what Dan is sending exactly that he's able to get under that limit. How many string characters is 64 kilobytes? Like, what's the limit there? External servers, okay, interesting. Not good. It's not Shotgun Farmers unless it's fun to play Chicken Run on it. Needs to be a way to get up there. So I don't think the bots would actually know how to get up here because you have to jump to get up here. They really suck at jumping. Yep, Taryn, Dennis did all of the weapon art currently in the game and has done a lot of props and hats as well. You want to see the newest gun he did? Oops. Look at this. Look at this guy. Doesn't it look delicious? Anyone get to me? Oh no, because they can't actually climb these stairs because these stairs are all fake. They're not climbable. I do wish this would connect over there somehow. I don't know if that's possible. Be an arbitrary bridge. Hey guys. Now the chicken is uncatchable. We need to fix these staircases or the bots can't actually navigate. Well, yes, I am the messiest gray boxer in the world. I'm a mommy. I don't know how to get bots up these. Other than putting like a ladder or something for them to climb. Oh yeah, let's build a boundary. So we can also playtest this better. Gotta fix it all of the stairs. Your mod's always been that chicken? Thanks, Code. Like, this is like one of the earliest models in the game. Actually pretty garbage. In terms of its geometry. It looks adorable as all hell. That's why I think it works. Oh no, I meant for the... damn it. I meant for the shape to go the other way. Can't undo it. Do the boundaries to make sure players don't fall out of the level. You ever do have one of those days that you hope they fire all of the Unity devs? What's up, Diofrin? Is this over their crazy new terms of service stuff that's been going on? Or did your Unity just crash and you lost some work? Or is it both? Hi guys. Oh, I should have rebaked the navigation. If visitor wanted to use the little book in the corner that takes you to the online manual, and you got a 404 error. Damn. That's pretty bad. I'm getting some exceptions. What is this? You don't run back to a flag station. Is this meant to be... Oh, it's just capture the flag, right, that's fine. Being oddball. Here? It's alright there, the bot slid on the ground. I'm gonna have to fix that. Sometimes when you hit a bot, their feet animation slide on the ground in idle. Let's see if they can actually navigate up here. Well, I can't even walk up here, so I bet they can't either. How do these stairs work? This one works. Just too big. Steps are too lumpy. Of course, so much better than what you've seen in many games. Thanks, Code. Why aren't these walk? Not that much deeper than the other staircase. It's kind of lumpy. What? They weren't marked as navigationable. Well, it's nice that we have the bots working in the level now, because then we can play test it better. It is actually feeling really small. It's almost feeling like the size of Roadside. Roberick!
Getting excited for launch.
Roberick, thank you so very much for 25 months. You might be excited, but I am scared to my pants. I'm scared like a small child who just pooped their pants in 3rd grade. I do like how people can just kind of creep around these giant rocks. Might not see them coming. What the hell? This staircase is not even on the ground. You want to replace the staircases with ramps. Hey guys, I'm right here. The plants are growing now, which is good. Hate dealing with stairs. Let's group all these together. I'll call this beach. We'll call this beach gray box. Make a new beach folder and save it in there. I thought Unity cubes are automatically always static. It looks like they're not. We're charging now. I don't feel like doing anything, Rob. Well, it's always good to give your brain some time to rest and recharge. You don't burn out. I, for one, love burning out. It's my favorite thing to do. It's also terrible and awful. All the ramps, decent connections. Just going up these rocks won't. I'm going to teach players to jump over those better. You know, chicken would actually spawn inside of this pagoda. Let's try to rebuild our cover points now. Ooh, exercise is always a good idea. I think that's why they're working. He doesn't really motivate me to come home and work on stuff. Yeah, I can feel you on that. You should try converting to a standing desk. Okay, distributing a little bit more. Still not really distributing to the beach. Oh look, I have palm trees from like some other asset. Ooh, this one's actually not bad. Humongous, what is this? Stylized water. Oh, what? It came with a water shader? That's cool. I'll take it. Boy, there's some rocks in here too. The pivot is on the bottom. Now, we may actually use this palm tree, or of course going to be many more variations on the palm tree. So I have a palm frond texture. Something you worked on way before shotgun farms was even a thing. Oh yeah? Secret palm trees? Secret dentist palm trees? Can I see it? You notice all the rotations on my palm trees are the same right now? Well, I actually have a little script to help fix that. Have my farm tools window that I made. Allows me to randomly rotate stuff on the y-axis. I can also now build something to randomly rotate them. I wouldn't mind if these palm trees are like rotate a little bit on the x and a little bit on the z. Yeah, it's really handy, Rob, especially for like laying out like barrels and crap like that. And I just like drop them into the scene and then now I'll have like way more variations in tree types and like bent ones. By way more, I mean there's probably at least 2 more. I think 3 to 4 variations is enough to make people not realize it's the same things. Maybe 5. Mostly just the one that like is really bent over, and a couple that are just bent in different ways. Let's sink all these palm trees a little bit in the Y so their trunks aren't sticking out. Now that I bent them. Yeah, I feel it. I actually don't even know. I should look at the size before I scatter them around the level. You can also generate a script to scatter trees too. I do like to play stuff by hand a little bit, but you can totally generate a script that just scatters stuff around the scene. Pretty easy. Pick random points and then test those points or whatever. Look at this. Looking like a beach. Looking like a beach. Oh, they don't have any colliders on them. That's cool. I think I made a prefab before I duplicate. Definitely gonna need a little bit of a custom collider, but for now, put a capsule collider on them. Oh, it's not gonna work because they're bent. be convex. There's a new Shotgun Farmers level. It is, Scott. How's it going? Having the prefab workspace is great in 2018.3, you mean? Yeah, it looks really cool. I tried to convert Shotgun Farmers over to it and it completely broke. Completely broke. It's crazy how different this is when you just look at the level and all of a sudden you can see palm trees off in the distance. And suddenly it's just like, oh, okay, I'm on an island. I'm convinced. I am convinced that this is an island. Bet you can climb these. Oh my god, you can totally climb them! Oh, I'm leaving this in. I'm 100% leaving this in. That is freaking amazing. Did I make the water shader? No, I didn't make the water shader. It's called stylized. Actually, look at this. So it's called stylized water Unity asset. The stylized water shader. Check this out. You go to their asset store page. They've got their great description. It's a really, really cool asset. I strongly recommend it. As seen in Shotgun Farmers. How fancy. How fancy. Love the saturated aesthetic. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm happy with the amount of sales and player base of the game so far. I really enjoy the game, and it's just hard to find players sometimes. Mr. G-Man, yeah, so I'm happy with the sales. Shotgun Farmers has allowed me to continue working on it and put in more features and assets. The player base, of course, is nowhere near where I would want it to be. It is hard to find matches sometimes. Not enough current players. There are sometimes surges in player base, which is great, but I haven't quite figured out yet how to keep those people playing consistently. So it is like kind of the ultimate problem of every multiplayer game, but especially indie multiplayer games, of figuring out how you're going to keep people constantly playing. That's why I keep trying to put out updates, because every update does bring in new players and bring old players back, but it doesn't quite seem to make them stick yet, which I haven't figured out how to solve that problem. As seen in Shotgun Farmers. Oh yeah. So yeah, I really love that you can this is going to make this level absolutely bananas, but you can basically just scale these palm trees. Every tree is now a sniper perch. You can't trust anyone. And it's going to be totally broken. And I think I want to leave it in. Visual launch will bring a good amount of people. The trick will be to get them to stay. Yeah. Definitely, like, having a large YouTuber make a video of the game helps bring in new players. But then those players will maybe play once or twice, and they don't play often enough where you can then find more matches in your time zone. So I don't know what the solution for that is. No one's actually ever written about the solution for that, because if they did, then Lawbreakers wouldn't have gone bankrupt, and multiplayer games wouldn't be constantly failing. So I don't know what it is, but if you guys have ideas of things we can do to try to make players stay and keep retention, then I'm always willing to listen. You're gonna be able to just get up anywhere. Oh, why can't I still go back here? They're supposed to be closed. What's up, Mark Zorn? Thank you for the box. Aloha lay, aloha low. Oh, so here's a really cool thing on the asset store also, actually. There's this Tiki music loop. I searched Tiki on the asset store, and there's just this free Tiki drum loop. And I don't know why. So I don't know why this exists, but it does. And I totally want to find some way to use it in the level. Now, the Oceanside already has its own theme song, so we don't need that for the theme song. Actually, is it in the game? Is it? Let me go find it. So Julian Shanahan, the composer for Shotgun Farmers, has already made the theme song for Oceanside. But how can we incorporate the Tiki song? Now, currently the idea is that this building up here will be a restaurant. So it could just be playing in the restaurant. I don't want to actually have an NPC that's drumming. Oh wait, the piano. It could just be like the piano. That would be epic overtime music. Oh, it would be too. That's true too. I recognize the shader. I used that in an app. Oh, you did? Yeah, it's really good. Put drums around a fire pit. Have it when you're riding the pig. Oh man. Did I not download this before? Halloween song. Halloween. Where the hell is my Oceanside theme? What did I do with it? Sure, it's in Google Drive. This map could work real well at night. Yeah, one thing I would love to do in the future is have night versions of some of the maps. I think this one has the birds in it. I don't know why I have two versions. Do we have waves? Graveyard should have the nighttime and not a daytime, but what if it had an advanced nighttime? Time so night that you couldn't even see a thing. I want to download that Tiki song. A blood moon form? Oh man, that could be cool. And then what if the teleporters, instead of teleporting you to the other teleporter, just teleports you somewhere randomly in the level? Could be in the sky, it could be on the ground. Scope, yeah. You're right. You're right. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break while actually let's download this first and I'll take a break. It wouldn't be too hard. It's just doing it. Yeah, it wouldn't be super hard. As long as we're not changing the actual level. That's the thing though, once I start doing that, then I'm going to want to make small adjustments to the level so it's not exactly the same level, and then we get into super scope. Exactly, nighttime only props. That's exactly where the scope gets increased. So I really appreciate this asset is literally just the song. I had a really bad feeling it was going to be the song in a folder or something, but it's just the song. Look, you know that piano we have? What if we had like a Tiki drum that played this? No. You get a new map out of what I am. Go further across on Discord. Yeah, no, it's a great place to keep a record of it. Appreciate it, Einstein. Every time people press E, it wiggles and plays Tiki. Wait, what wiggles? Yes, these pianos are Tiki drums. It would be like here. Like the fire pit and stuff. Mr. Lord Dark, how long have I been streaming for? Do you mean in today or do you mean my lifetime? Who made that piano? Definitely some jerk. Definitely some jerk. Today, it has been 2.5 hours. I don't hear the waves. Oh, I do hear. You hear the seagulls, right? This actually sounds like it's underground. I'm actually really curious how games do this. Like, have these ambient sounds sound like they're coming from somewhere without having them actually somewhere. It's a 3D sound right now. It's not actually a 2D sound. I guess it's just making it a 2D sound. Really low 2D sound. It always sounds far away. Send me a discrete image of the palm tree. Ooh, very fancy. Very palmy. Oh man, that trunk is hardcore. I like it. Is that a beach or yeah, like a sand texture as well? Let's play the Tiki. I know it's not really Tiki drums. Leave me alone. Make it a drum? Nah, I think I'm gonna make it a piano. It's a long song too. I think it'd be really cool if the different levels had stuff like that. Like, what if in Roadside you could turn on like a radio? I don't know, whatever. Scope. Drums on the beach would be nice. Oh yeah, we're gonna do it right now because we can, and no one's here to stop us. No one's here to say scope creep. Oh damn it. Gonna get some Z's. Alright, Dennis. See you later, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, Tiki drums don't look like I thought they did at all. Code exists, and you need a prop, which you need anyway. True. Yeah, it is technically just another prop for the level, and I'm not doing any code, so it's not scope creep. Mom, I didn't scope creep. Did you see, Mom? Did you see? Tiki drum. Does not extend the scope. Let's import that arch and stuff. That palm tree folder had some rocks in there. I think these are the rocks. Are these the rocks we use on Riverside? I think so, right? Have been an abuse mod and pin that idea? No, it's definitely a pin-worthy idea. I actually already forgot what the idea was. What was it that we were really excited about? Oh, nighttime maps, yeah. Tiki totem? Yes, I want to make chicken totems, which I don't think has existed because I was trying to see if like it's like a thing that existed in Hawaiian culture. And I can't find any like chicken stuff. Maybe they're not as obsessed with chickens as I am. Really good ideas in there. Oh yeah, good point. People have been coming up with some really great stuff over the last 2 years in Discord. I see some stuff and I'm just like, damn, I really wish I could make that. And I see some stuff and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna make that right now. Like the watermelon G came right out of Discord. The concussion grenade came out of Discord. The next gun, which I'm not gonna spoil yet, also came out of Discord. Well, kind of. It's like it came out of both Discord and people have been asking for it since like, or have been like talking about it since the game first came out on itch. I don't know if that's too much of a clue or not. What could it be? Don't guess, because I don't have to spoil it. I'm not gonna spend so much time on this arch. It looks like a probably can't bunch these up so much because then it's pretty much just become platforms that you can abuse. We're gonna have to spread our palm trees out quite a bit. feel like something. I guess I can go on the beach. Should go right here. I don't know what this is, but it says torch. Called torch effect. Oh, what? That's... Alright, whatever. Let's go with that. Where does this come from? Standard assets, effect examples, fire explosion effect. That works. Got some placeholder torches. That's hilarious. With garbage pivots. It's actually funny because I did want to have we could use it as our reminders. I want to have torches here at the entrance to the cave. Now, why are these torches lit up in the middle of the day? I don't know, man. I'm not a scientist. Okay, so that's a feature now. Yeah, so I mean, we already have the fire from Graveside, which is great. We can just reuse the fire from like the candles and other flamey things. We just gotta actually make the Tiki torch object. Want to be inside so you can see it from both sides of the walkway. So Uncle Joe, do I develop the game full time? Yes, I do. How are you doing? These three will go inside the piano. All the way up there. Make the model here for the piano. I think it should be said too that the piano was actually hugely inspired by The Life Is Yours. I don't know if he's still in chat, but it was his idea originally to put the piano, and he was so excited what they did. They actually made a piano in 3D. I want to give a shout out to Life for making that piano happen. Present. Not quite sure what that prop is going to be that creates cover for the archway. Let's see how these things are looking, feeling, and doing and stuff. I think the fire is lighting the whole level. Oh no. Yeah, it has a light. Thing is like going crazy. Why? For bright or as a crazy distance? These probably won't actually be burning during the day, which is fine because it'll be better for performance, I guess. The ones that'll be burning will probably be inside of the cave since it's dark in there. Oh yeah, I forgot to play the piano. The drum piano. Okay, getting rid of the lights on those particles seem to have fixed that problem. Why are they auto-playing? I don't know, man. There's a ghost. Maybe a ghost appears and just starts drumming. Or maybe you start drumming. What if it just like, when you do this, it just like locks you into third person and you're just drumming away? I know, it's that I know. Scopity scope scope. Are you putting too much time into details? For a quick setup scene with temp prop, I put too much time into details. So I'm setting up these things as prefabs right now. So all I have to do when I make the models is replace the prefab. So like, for example, for this, I'll just replace this mesh, or I mean, they'll probably end up using this actual model and just replace the texture for it once I finish the Tiki thingy. Same with, and I'm actually probably gonna use these rocks. Not the normal maps though, because they look really weird and creepy. Like some of the stuff is actually going to be what's in the game. I see. Alright, new coats are not needed. I like what your head. I like where your head's at. Well, it's never going here. I guess because it never made sense to go in here. Not without a power up being in there. Let's actually make sure we can't break out of anything. Test the boundaries. Pretty sure it's broken back here. I thought these were the rocks from Riverside, but they're not. These boundaries need to be pulled in more because they shouldn't go. They should be in front of the fence, not behind the fence. And it might make it so you can actually fall off this cliff. Let's work on the boundaries. So let's do the steps we need to actually get this to a beta playable version. And that's going to be making the boundary work so no one falls out of the map, and then fixing some of these roofs. Like there shouldn't be these like weird gap things. We're going to replace these with like some other models as well. But let's work on. Why is it triangulated? I really wish Pro Builder had like a soft select though. Awesome. It's a little confusing that you can get on those roofs, but you can't go past them. The game Widget does a really cool thing where when you get near the boundaries, even though they're invisible, it actually renders like this shader there so you can see that there's a wall. I don't actually know how they do it. Almost like the shader only renders, like the shader of the wall only renders when you're like a certain distance from it. And it's a cool effect because it's kind of like seeing the boundaries of like Fortnite or PUBG or whatever. You kind of see the wall. You know exactly where it is. You're not just kind of bumping into it. What's up, Micah? Thank you for the box. Welcome to the show. My name is Quasi, and we are working on an online multiplayer shooter called Shotgun Farmers. If you've never heard of the game, you can see it on Steam right over here. It is a game where your missed shots grow guns. Currently working on a new map for the game. It takes place on the beautiful Oceanside Resort. You have it and you love it? What? That's awesome! Thanks for supporting the game, Micah. Micah, thank you for the follow. Boundaries cleaned up. I might need to rebake the navigation now. The trees are going to be a problem. I like that you can scale them. It's really cool, but it's also going to be problematic. I mean, you can scale the trees in Fortnite, and it's pretty fun. Finding the trees and stuff. So why not let our players do it? This probably shouldn't exist. Go under there. I like this walkway up here. Uh-oh. That's what happens. That's exactly what happened in a public beta. So let's go seal that up. Read the game by Vanessa, saw him play the game, and it looks so fun. That's awesome. When did you see the game? Was it his most recent video or was it an older one? Yesterday? Sweet. Yeah, the new video he did on the hide and freeze game mode is hilarious. Even though they totally broke it. I haven't actually patched it out yet. I forgot to add that to my to-do list. I need to work on patching add invincibility when farmer is frozen. Also makes me consider if the snowman ammo should recharge. I think that's part of the reason why it's spammable, is that they can recharge their ammo. Look at this level, you can just, like, the verticality is kind of insane, because you can just climb any of these Tiki roofs. You can get on this tree with the chicken, and then the bots can never get to you, and then the game's totally broken. Damn it! The bots can't get to you if you're in a tree. Did I catch the flamethrower bug on the video? Yeah! How the guy's flamethrower was just shooting, even though he wasn't aiming it forward. And this is how you win Chicken Run now. Damn! That's not gonna work. What do we do? I can't possibly teach the bots to climb the trees. Alright, see you, Micah. Thanks for stopping by the stream. And thanks for playing Shotgun Farmers. Probably shouldn't be able to scale the mountain like this. Yep. Chicken's like, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. I don't think he'll ever jump off. I'll just eat the volcano. Using rigid bodies for collision movement? Yes. This is definitely not broken. Damn. Nice move. Alright, ready for this? Wait, I could fly with the— oh, it's respawned! Damn it, I could have flown across with the chicken. Geronimo! The climb due to high friction material? Yep. That's exactly right. I don't actually have sliding on slopes. Even if I did, the player could just keep jumping and go higher and higher. I guess I could, like, limit them not being able to jump. I need to do this. Block it off. I decided to keep the helicopter pad here. Just as a cool little nod to that idea. I don't know if it'll actually be a helicopter that lands on it or not. Alrighty. Phase 0.2 is in. Let's do a team deathmatch round with actual spawn points. Maybe we'll do a public playtest sooner. I think almost by the end of today. This is about ready to be used by public now that I've closed off the boundaries. Let's play a couple of rounds, see if we can find any other places that could be exploited for the playtest, and I can put this on Steam. We could do it together on the Discord. I'll have to add power-ups so it'll be more playable, so add power-ups, add weapon spawns, add King of the Hill points, add pig pens, all the game modes work. Add small props, a small cover on beach. The bots seem to spend a lot of time in the resort. Oh, this is broken. Where are you trying to go, buddy? Boy, want to spend that time in the resort? True, true. I think there needs to be some openings here. It's not so closed off, thinking like some windows. Or even a door. Yeah, let's put a door right there. This is supposed to be a walkway, I'll make that a little bit bigger as well. It's time for the next tournament. If it's fun, well, if it's not fun, we're gonna keep working on it until it is fun. It better be fun. Some of the island is really tilted. Yeah, screw up a rotation somewhere at some point. Oh, we never actually did the lifeguard tower. Quite sure. Get up onto it. I guess it'll just be a ladder. That's gonna be a lifeguard tower. I think it's a little thick right now. That's where like lifeguard sits to make sure no one drowned. It won't actually have, I guess it'll actually have legs so you can go underneath it. So let's actually do that. Yeah, it's super thick. Want to make sure there's some verticality on the ocean, on the beach side, so it's not all the lowest portion. I can't tell if it's too. I feel like lifeguards probably don't sit that high up, but you know, this is a extreme tower. I think it's too tall. Yeah, I think so. I was trying to get the second height to match the height of the things over there. I guess it's pretty. Oh, the Wind Waker Tower? That is an extreme lifeguard tower. Some of that would be kind of cool. Like a real, it'd be like the silo in in Countryside. Really, really extreme lifeguard tower. I feel like right now with this, the height of a realistic lifeguard tower, it's kind of useless in terms of the level. Not really any reason to ever go up there. Unless you're just trying to like own the beach. One of the best things about shotgun farmers is that because you can't reload, you can only camp for as much ammo as you have, and the sniper only ever has 4. Yeah, we put a little Triforce carved into the wood or something. This is cute, and we could maybe still have like a regular size one. But there's no point in being in this right now. I know, the drums are so cool. I'm glad we added that. Very quickly put in the surfboard props. So we have more beach cover. Does it work with the music is the question? What do you mean there's no music in the game? The theme songs play when you first load a map, and then they stop playing once the match is underway. So there shouldn't be enough time for anyone to get to the Tiki drums before the theme song ends. It could overlap. You do bring up a good point though, because it could overlap with the with the running out of time music, like when the timer's running. It could overlap with that music. And they definitely won't match. The saloon does too right now. How long will we be on for code? I'll actually be on for 0 more minutes! Thanks for reminding me. I just want to do another playtest with, let's try a super mega high version of this. See how that feels. Sorry, no, I appreciate it. I actually am super duper hungry. I probably should see to my bodily needs. Quasi has his life. I mean, my life is just go eat some food and then come back and work on more of this map because I'm really excited. I'm really excited to get a new map into the game. I didn't realize it was nighttime. I didn't realize it was so dark in here. I'm really excited to be playing on a new map. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like. Oops. Nighttime maps? We can do it. We can do it. I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. You know what, hey Stan, you're right. We should delay the launch of the game and make sure we do the nighttime map first. Oh, nice. So this window, this opening right here already gives you much better strategy now because there's more entrances to go here. It makes this part of the map more useful. This guy with shades knows. He knows. Revenge on Coon. What's that? Never heard of it. Are Box's eye patches on the table as well? So one of the things I decided to do is actually never change what Bok Bok looks like. I know I did it in like the original version with the party hat, but I was going to do it with the skeleton version. I decided not to actually change it. But then again, if we're doing the tusks for the pigs, I don't know. Maybe that would make sense. Definitely gotta do an eye patch hat for the... Oh yeah, these rocks. These rocks need colliders. I feel like this gives you... See, it's cool that the trees actually break up your line of sight now. So you can't just shoot across the map as easily. But I think having this mega high one, even though it doesn't make any sense, makes it a more strategic place, like, gives it a purpose to be here. What's up, Micah? The map's going good. How's your matches? Yeah, accessories should be fine. You're right, Life. Shouldn't be too hard to put an eye patch on. On the buckety bow. Oh, I almost fell in the water. I don't know why the shader turns white like that when you fall in the water right now. Oh, probably because... No, that's not why. The lighting data? Yeah, the underwater gradient is just set to nothing. I know different maps have different underwater gradients. Oh, there are no servers right now, Mike. I'm sorry about that. Two shiny Pokemon. Which game? Let's go Pikachu. Alrighty. What did I say I need to fix? Oh, these rocks. Please tell me these are prefabs. Yes. Let's go Eevee? Ah, you picked the wrong version. That's cool. That's cool. I can forgive you. Some YouTube turn around on your way back. I ran into a shiny Magikarp. That's awesome. Eevee is cuter? What? What? Eevee doesn't even say its own name. It just goes... Does it say Eevee? Maybe it does. Eevee doesn't even have cute rosy cheeks. Eevee's what is Eevee technically? Fiborian, Flareon, Umbreon, are they dogs? They have paws. Umbreon looks like a dog. It has dog ears, right? Long, big floppy ears. So I guess Eevee is a dog. Look, the water shader is freaking out behind my surfboards. Oh my gosh. You see that? The evil dark void falling to me from Kingdom Hearts? Look at this. What is it? I think something with the normals are screwing with the water shader. Evoli is the German name for Eevee? Ooh. What's up, Pyros? How's it going? Quasi Creeride 23 TNTL 17. Thank you for the follow. This is gonna be the most insanely vertical map in there. Oh, I didn't. What? I literally just put colliders on these. I didn't put it on this though. see a glider. That's not. Why the mesh glider? Mesh should be marked as readable in order to be usable on the given transfer. Okay. There we go. Right, I didn't put colliders on these either. One more prefab, nice code. Oh yeah, I do have to go. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out today. Thank you for all of the new followers, all the subscribers, all of the bits and box. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for helping this map get even further and closer to being done. I'm almost there. I'm gonna look through some stuff tonight and do a bunch of playtests with the bots. And the next day or two, I'll try to organize maybe on Discord a private test of the new map. So if you wanna be a part of that, keep your eyes out on the Discord for access to the new map and the new guns, maybe even. And we'll playtest that together and see what we can find, what can be improved, etc. If you enjoyed the show so far, make sure you hit that follow button if you haven't already. And if you hated the show and you never want to watch me again, you should subscribe. Because for every person who subscribes, I will wear one less pair of pants every single day. Let's go see who's streaming in the stream world and show them some love, yeah? Yeah, if you're not part of the Discord, make sure you join it as well. The link is right there in chat. Thank you, Haystein. Appreciate it. Oh, you know we haven't hosted in a long time? Our good friend William Cheer, whose game is coming out soon too. So let's head on over to William Cheer's channel and show him some support. Until then, I will see you guys on the next stream. Whatever you do, please don't die before then. Goodbye. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, also, if you haven't followed the YouTube channel yet, make sure you do as well. I've been posting content onto the YouTube channel, including stream highlights. So you'll see highlights from this stream, and maybe you'll see if your jokes made it onto highlights, and vlogs, and I'm working on tutorials, post on there soon too. So make sure you subscribe over there. Until then, see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Hey, Quasi, thank you for the raid. Hello, Pyroshade.